But back in Diane's house, I began to crumble. I stopped sleeping. The nightmares came in waves. I flinched when Lawrence reached for a plate near me. I froze when a man jogged past us in the park. Some nights, I couldn't eat. Certain foods brought memories too heavy to swallow. The therapist assigned to me said I showed signs of trauma. But she couldn't say, not officially, what had caused it. And still, the court considered sending me back. Because on paper, my mother was checking every box: parenting classes, therapy, marriage counseling, all the things that made her look like a changed woman. But paper can't measure love, or fear, or truth. I was drowning in the middle of a rescue, and nobody could see it. Some nights, I pressed my palms against the bedroom walls just to remind myself they weren't closing in. Diane would peek in softly, sometimes bringing warm chamomile tea, sometimes just sitting outside the door so I'd hear her breathing. Proof that someone was there, someone who didn't want anything from me but peace. But peace felt impossible, because while I was learning how to breathe again, my mother was perfecting her performance, and the courts were watching. The system wanted to believe in redemption. It wanted to believe that a mother could be fooled, manipulated by a cunning man, and still be good at her core. It wanted to believe her tears were real, that she was just scared, that she hadn't known what Marcus had done to me. Not really. They almost bought it. Until she slipped. She began texting Elena, the woman she swore was a liar, a jealous ex-nanny, someone irrelevant. The messages weren't emotional. They were venom. She told Elena to back off or she'd sue her for harassment. She said she knew where Elena lived, that accidents happen to people who don't stay quiet. Elena screenshot every message and handed them to Logan, who archived and timestamped them. Then Marcus made his move. Logan caught him late at night visiting a storage unit an hour out of town. He tracked his transactions, large withdrawals, new credit accounts, stockpiles of items that could be sold quickly. Marcus was preparing to run. Elena begged the court for an emergency hearing. She had evidence they were planning to flee with me, take me somewhere I couldn't be found. But the judge was cautious. "We wait for the scheduled date," he said. 2 more weeks. 2 weeks? 2 more weeks of supervised visits, of my mother whispering threats through clenched teeth while the caseworker stared at his phone. 2 more weeks of Marcus staring at me with that predator smile, offering hugs that turned my skin to ice. 2 more weeks of pretending everything was normal. And in those weeks, something inside me cracked. In therapy, I finally shattered. Dr. Winter, my therapist, was the first adult, after Miss Jackson and Elena, who looked at me like I mattered beyond paperwork. I told her everything. About the postcard from Elena. About the recorder hidden in my teddy bear. About the texts I saw on my mother's phone. About how scared I was that it wasn't enough. That no one would believe me until it was too late.